Hello guys, welcome back. So let's do the new topic, autosomal and sex-linked diseases. It is a continuation of the previous topic, that is genetics. Okay, so starting with the autosomal diseases first. Autosomal diseases can be of two types. They could be dominant or can be recessive. But before moving on, we should know what are autosomal diseases. Okay, so as we are already aware that we have 44 autosomes, that is 22 pairs, and we have 2 sex chromosomes, that is 1 pair. One sex chromosome means in males it is XY, in females it is XX, right? So together if I say we have 46 chromosomes, or if I have to say in pairs, then we say we have 23 pairs of chromosomes, right? So autosomal diseases is related to this 44 autosomes. So any problem in this autosome is related to autosomal diseases. Autosomal diseases can be dominant or can be recessive. So for dominant, write down that one copy of mutated gene is enough to cause the disease in the child. For recessive, 2 copies of mutated gene causes disease in child. Now, what does this mean? Let's understand this statement with the help of an example. Okay, suppose this is a male and he is an affected father. Affected father means he will have one gene which will be mutated. Mutated gene means a problematic gene, a gene which causes problem. Okay, so suppose if I write capital A, small a, okay, and there's a female which is healthy, so healthy mother, or you can say normal mother. Okay, suppose she has this 2 genotype. So capital is always for dominant and small is for recessive trait. Okay, dominant trait is that whenever it will be present, it will dominate over the recessive and show itself. Okay, now let's make the pairs of these genes and see what combinations are possible in their children. So this A can, this dominant A, or this dominant is the affected one. Okay, you can write this dominant is the affected gene. Okay, so whenever this will come into a pair, that child will be affected. So capital A can make a pair with small a and small a of the female. So capital A, small a, capital A, small a. Now this small a can make a pair with this small a and this small a. So write down small a, small a. Okay, so as I said, the dominant says one copy of mutated gene. The mutated gene in our case was capital A, the dominant one. Okay, so if it is present in a child, then the child will have the disease. So we have here 2 affected child. So these 2 are affected one, whereas these are the normal one. Okay, and this genotype could be reversed. This can be present in female, this can be present in male. Either the case, the child will get affected. Okay, if the dominant gene is mutated, then the child will also have the disease. For recessive, let's know it with the help of an example. This is for male and this is for female. Here the small a is affected. So small a is affected, that is recessive one is affected, capital is healthy, or you can say normal. So if I make the combination, then this capital A can be paired with capital A and small a. So writing the combinations, the small a can be with capital A and small a. So small a, capital A, small a, small a. So what happens? According to recessive, autosomal recessive disease, 2 copies of mutated gene can cause. So 2 copies of mutated one in our case is small a. So in this there is only 1 copy. So this is normal. Similarly, this is also normal. This is also normal because there is only 1 copy of mutated gene. But in this case, there is 2 copy of mutated gene, right? So 2 copies equal to this one is affected. So if a child gets this genotype, then the child will be affected. So this is the meaning of dominant and recessive autosomal disease. Now dominant disease example you should remember, that is rickets. Now rickets, one form of the rickets is autosomal dominant. Okay, that if one parent is having it, then the child will have it. and it is caused by, the reason for it is caused by gene mutation. You should also know the reason. It's caused by gene mutation. Let's know the examples for the recessive, autosomal recessive disease. The example for it is first one, sickle cell anemia. The second example is all enzyme related disease. Enzyme related means in biochemistry you will be studying that if there is a deficiency of an enzyme, or if an enzyme is absent, then you get a variety of diseases. Okay, so all enzyme related disease, for example in this case, is phenylketonuria, albinism. All these diseases will be studying it in biochemistry. For now you have to remember this enzyme related disease, that if enzyme is deficient or if enzyme is absent, then such diseases comes under autosomal recessive. The third disease is Tay-Sachs disease. Now this Tay-Sachs disease and sickle cell anemia, we'll look at it in few minutes. Okay, you must remember that for autosomal disease, if they ask you the genotype, then you should write the correct answer as capital A, small a, capital A, small a. Please remember this because it's asked into croc many a times. Okay, so for autosomal disease, you should write the genotype as capital A, small a, capital A, small a. Now let's know about the sickle cell anemia and the Tay-Sachs disease. So sickle cell anemia, it is a result of gene mutation, caused by gene mutation. What exactly happens is, write down here, that glutamate on 6th position of beta chain of hemoglobin is replaced with valine. So what happens, you have this alpha chain and beta chain. Okay, so on this beta chain there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there are some amino acids present on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So at 6th position normally we have glutamate, but in sickle cell anemia, due to gene mutation, and this gene mutation, it is a point mutation, write that also. Point mutation. Point mutation is at one point or at one place. So at 6th position it is happening, right, at one point. So glutamate is replaced by valine. So instead of glutamate, valine will come and will cause the sickle cell anemia. Okay, so this was about sickle cell anemia, which is an autosomal recessive disease. The second disease is your Tay-Sachs disease, that you should know about. Tay-Sachs disease, will be doing it in biochemistry in detail. For now, you must remember that it is a lipid accumulation disease. In question, if they mention a lipid accumulation disease, and if they say that it is an autosomal recessive, then they are probably talking about Tay-Sachs disease. Okay, what happens in Tay-Sachs disease? Let's know a little bit over here. There is enzyme deficiency, and that enzyme deficiency is hexosaminidase. The name of the enzyme is hexosaminidase A2. So if there is an enzyme deficiency, so some substance gets collected, because enzyme is doing what? It is basically catalyzing the reaction, right? It will break down the products. So if it is absent, that particular product gets accumulated. So write down accumulation of, what happens here is ganglioside GM2. Okay, so ganglioside GM2 gets accumulated because hexosaminidase A2 is deficient. And such a disease, we call it as Tay-Sachs disease. It is actually a lipid accumulation disease. That's all you have to remember regarding the autosomal diseases. Now let's move on with the sex-linked diseases. Okay, so write down the topic as sex-linked diseases. Now previously, I told you that this autosomal diseases was related to the autosomes. So the sex-linked diseases is related to the sex chromosome. In males we have XY, in females we have XX. So you can see X is common in males also and X is common in females also. So that's why we take sex-linked diseases on the basis of X. So we have in sex-linked disease X-linked dominant and we have X-linked recessive. So write down about X-linked dominant. In X-linked dominant, all generations are affected. All generations means if a grandfather is having a disease, then the father will also have the disease and the child will also have the disease. Okay, so all generations are affected, and write down, it mostly affects females. You have to remember it mostly affects females. Here, skipping of generation takes place. In X-linked recessive, skipping of generation is possible, okay? An important point it, and it mostly affects males. Let's look at how this is possible, okay? So draw the diagram which I am drawing. So X-linked dominant, first we'll see we have an affected father, okay? So we have XY. Here I am writing a dash on an X which indicates that the X chromosome of this father is affected, okay? And you have a normal mother with genotype XX, okay? So let's make the possible combinations. This affected X can pair with a normal X or another normal X. So X, affected X and a normal X. This Y can get paired with this normal X of mother or another normal X of mother. So it is Y, X, Y, X. Y, X is nothing but boy. So you can see here the affected one is coming, right? So affected one is coming, and XX is a genotype for females. So here these are daughters and these are the sons. You can see son doesn't have an affected X, right? So son is not affected, but daughter is affected. That's why I said that females are affected in X-linked dominant disease. In X-linked recessive, write down what happens. There's a normal father and there is a carrier mother. Carrier mother means mother will have the gene, but she will just be a carrier. She won't have that disease. The gene will be suppressed in her, but it can show in her future children's. So normal father karyotype you can write down XY. In female, XX. So we have one affected X in female. That's why she is a carrier, okay? So let's make the possible combinations. This X of father can make a pair with the normal X of mother or the affected X of mother. So let's make the combinations. This Y of father can make the combination with the normal X of the mother or the affected X of the mother. So you can see this is daughter. This is a carrier daughter. This is a son. And this is the affected son. So here I said that mostly males are affected in X-linked recessive. Now let's know the examples of X-linked recessive. So example of X-linked recessive, first is Leigh-Scheinhans syndrome. Now this is a syndrome which occurs because of a absence or a deficiency of an enzyme, which we will be doing in biochemistry. It belongs to purine salvage pathway. There is a pathway for it in which there is an enzyme. If absent, can lead to Leigh-Scheinhans syndrome. The second is hemophilia. Remember these diseases because it's very important. Third is Daltonism. Now Daltonism, another name is color blindness. If you know Mark Zuckerberg, the person who made the Facebook, he suffers from Daltonism. Lastly, remember there's one more disease, that is Y-linked disease. Now this Y-linked disease, it is also called as Hollandrick disease. Now Y gene, it is common for males. It is not present in females. So it is male disease. That is, if father is having a Y-linked disease, then for sure the son will have it. Okay, son is affected 100%. If a father is having this Y-linked disease, then his son will surely have that disease. Okay. So remember, this Y-linked is also called as Hollandrick. So we have done autosomal diseases, we have done sex-linked diseases, now we have done Y-linked or Hollandrick disease also. So lastly guys, refer to these rules of inheritance, as we've already done the autosomal diseases and the sex-linked diseases. So this is kind of summary for you. So go through it once, and I hope everything is clear regarding autosomal and X-linked diseases. Thank you.